The amount of people who think that bulking is the answer, bulking is the way, it blows my mind. 95% of the people who are bulking are just getting fat. It needs to stop. Coach Greg, in today's video, the guy's been working out for 5 years. He went from skinny to fat by bulking. I've been working out for 5 years and it looks like 1 year. Have I bulked too far? When do I stop? And so he's only 19 years of age. The guy's been training since the age of 14. And when he began at 14, he was absolutely shredded. And by that I mean way too shredded for his own comfort. The guy was close to 5% body fat. He states the first 3 years of working out, from age 14 to 17, he was confused by Chris Heria from Venex telling me to lower my body fat to see abs. So I did that and got down to, I think, 5% body fat. And so he's passing the blame to Chris Heria. Chris Heria did not tell him to diet to 5% body fat. Same as I've never done. You can clearly see from his start photo that the guy is way too lean. He should not have tried to maintain 5% body fat for 3 years thinking that was the way. Many people for years keep saying that about Coach Greg. Oh, Coach Greg says you to diet, you can't eat, you have to starve yourself, you need to have crazy abs all the time. Never, ever have I said that. And so he says after those first 3 years where he's basically spinning his wheels, he decided to finally go in a bulk. I've trained harder than last time. I now train like Sam Sulek. Problem is, he eats like Sam Sulek too. You can't just stuff your face and train hard and expect all that food to turn to freaking muscle. It doesn't work like that. The amount of people who think that bulking is the answer, bulking is the way, it blows my mind. 95% of the people who are bulking are just getting fat. It needs to stop. And to the same extent, stop starving yourself. There's a middle ground. You're either 5% body fat or 35% body fat. Why can't we be somewhere in the middle? Perhaps 15, maybe 20 at most. Why are we doing this? Drive me crazy. I'm scared I might have developed gyno, but I don't know. Why would he think he's developed gyno? And so consider this. You can't just take SARMs or steroids, eat a bunch of chocolate milk and Lucky Charms, and expect to put on a ton of muscle. It doesn't work like that. Just because Sam Sulek can do it doesn't mean you can. Sam has amazing genetics. Do you? I don't think so. That's not bulking. You just got fat. Start eating properly and incorporate more cardio. You dirty bulked without lifting heavy shit, my dude. No. Many people are thinking, oh, he did it wrong. He was eating properly, but he just didn't train hard enough. He says he's been training harder than last time. He's training like Sam Sulek. And so do you really think the problem was his training? That he wasn't training to failure, wasn't pushing himself hard enough? Or do you not believe he was eating too many freaking calories? I mean, look at him. Why do you think he gained weight? He was in a freaking calorie surplus for 2 straight years. And that food, no, sorry, it's not going to all turn into muscle. You can't just walk through a gym. You got to actually pick up the weights. Here's the problem. People without amazing genetics for putting on muscle, they can eat everything in sight, they can train harder than last time, and they're still not going to put on 40 or 50 pounds of muscle like Sam Sulek. I hope you don't eat like Sam Sulek. Could be looking up to the wrong mentors, man. You had a good physique and swung the pendulum too far in the opposite direction by not taking your time lean bulking, gaining proper nutrition knowledge. I would argue his physique before he started, this is not where you should start. Being 5% body fat, it's not healthy. It's not a competition to see who can be the leanest. 5% body fat is not healthier than 30% body fat. If you're too lean, you're not healthy. When you lower your body fat too low, your testosterone levels, they can go down. You have brain fog, low energy, loss of libido, you can't sleep properly, you can't build muscle. And so let me make this clear to you. If you're above 20% body fat, 25 at the absolute most, if you've done that, you've gotten fat. I'm sorry, someone has to say it. If you're over 25% body fat and you're a man, you have gotten fat. You need to stop bulking. At least maintain. Perhaps go on a cut. Perhaps try to get to a healthy body fat percentage for you. For most people, it's close to 15% body fat. For some people, a bit higher, 20%. The lucky ones, perhaps it's 10, but it's not 5. If you're at 5%, you're suffering. You're forcing yourself to eat fewer calories that are ideal for your body. My recent photo, the last slide, is me now where I am terribly dissatisfied at 92 kilograms. Just for a record, that's over 200 pounds. The picture before that, I was 80 kilograms in July before I started to really dirty bulk. And so why would you do this? I mean, clearly at 80 kilograms, you're already overweight. There's no way this is sub 20% body fat. Most likely closer to 25% body fat. And so if you're already at 25% body fat, guess what? You've already bulked. You've already bulked. You can't continue to bulk. If you're at that point, you should be either main gaining or cutting. You don't bulk when you're already above 20% body fat. It is 100% useless. You're just getting fat. You're getting unhealthy. You're slowing yourself down. You're not putting on more muscle. It is 100% useless and worthless. Stop doing it. Why would he go from 80 kilograms to 92? Did he really think that at 80 kilograms that adding in even more calories that was suddenly all going to turn to muscle? I mean, once he got to 85 kilograms, did he not look in the mirror and say, I'm getting fat? And let's say 90 kilograms. So is he not at that point like, yep, I definitely am fat now. 91? 92? What happened magically at 92 kilograms where he suddenly said, oh, wow, I've gotten fat? I need to now maintain. My plan is now to maintain at 90 kilograms and then finally go on a cut later. Why would you want to maintain being fat? What is the point of maintaining fatness? Get on a cut right now. Right now, what are you waiting for? You went from being ultra shredded, 5%, unrealistically way too lean, to now obese. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you do it? And so here's the thing. You're shredded, you have the six-pack, you're loving the leanness, but you're thinking, oh, I don't have enough size. I need more muscle. I love the abs, but my arms aren't big enough. My delts aren't popping. My chest needs more mass than ever before. And so you go on a bulk, you start gaining size, you're filling out your clothes, the scale's going up. And at some point, you go too far. You keep getting addicted to seeing that scale weight go up, seeing your numbers go up, but unfortunately, the belt buckle keeps getting bigger. You go from a 30 waist jeans to 32, 34, 36, eventually you're at 40. It's not good, it's not healthy. And so I'm sorry to break it to you, everybody, but you can't put on a ton of muscle in a very short period of time. You think you can because when you go on a bulk, you're gaining all this weight and you think it's muscle, but it's mostly water and or fat. It's useless. Stop doing it. After watching Sam Sulek for a few months, I do in fact train through to failure on every exercise. I do understand before that for a few years, I didn't train hard enough. The response, Sam Sulek is literally killing himself with steroids, lol. Maybe watch someone else. Why can't people watch Coach Greg? Is there something wrong with the advice I'm giving? Of course, you all want to hear you can go on a bulk, gain 50 pounds of muscle, no problem. Perfectly healthy. But you can't. I tell you to main gain. Stay at a healthy body fat percentage you, train harder than last time, and at 19, perhaps in a year, you might gain 10 pounds of muscle. If you're lucky, if you have great genetics. Most people, they're gaining far less than that. The guy's been training since he was 14. He's trained for 5 straight years. Do you really think he still has newbie gains left in the tank? And so listen, this is my tough love. This is the advice I want to give. You need to go on a cut, a slow cut. Slowly go in a deficit. If you only diet off, for example, 1 pound of fat a week, that is a 500 calorie daily deficit. You're not going to lose muscle if you do that. Do 150 minutes of cardio a week. Are you going to put on a ton of muscle during this point? Probably not. I'm certain you're already training effectively. You're already training harder than last time. You're pushing yourself in the gym. At 19, that is enough. You don't even need to go to failure. You're 19. You have plenty of years where you can continue to train harder and harder than before. You're at 92 kilograms. At 80, my opinion, still too much. I believe a healthy weight for you, 75 kilograms. You don't need to be bigger than that. If you're lean, perhaps 15% body fat, that is very healthy. You would look amazing. You don't need to get back to 5% body fat, and you don't need to bulk up to 30% body fat. Somewhere in the middle. And then once you get that point, main gain. Eat approximately the same amount of calories to keep your body fat at 15% consistently year after year. Sure, you want to cut a little bit, you can. It's summertime, you want to get down to 12, go for it. Wintertime, you're thinking, oh, I just feel like eating a little bit more. I'm going to relax a little. Fine, go up to 20, but keep it very close in range. Don't go on a crazy bulk. Don't go on a crazy cut. Try to avoid both. Let me know in the comments section. What do you think of this guy? Did he take the bulk too far? Should he main gain at 90 kilograms? Should he cut down to single-digit body fat? Or should he be somewhere in the middle? Let me hear your stories. Now, the number one supplement I recommend if you've been training for multiple years, you're at a plateau, GO2 Max. This will help you have more energy. You can improve your cardio, help you to push harder, to recover faster between sets, burn more calories because you have more energy, you're going faster. And so if you're looking for my number one recommendation, it's in fact GO2 Max. Head over to my website, code Greg, 10% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to watch one of the bloops. And of course, we have a free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. Get over to the website. It's free. Remember, you don't have to buy anything. It is free. And of course, we have the cookbooks, the Circle Diet Book, the training books, Harder Than Last Time clothing line, as well as coaching plans by me and my team. Don't forget, it's code Greg to enter. And until next time, I am out.